I am a Ron Paul supporter, and I'm leaning towards libertarian. I consider myself a conservative, but I'm leaning towards libertarian. I am a high school teacher, and I teach a career technical class, but I really love history. History is a real passion of mine. And throughout history, political history, and the thing I think a lot of people don't realize, in presidential history, there have been 17 presidential candidates who, through major parties, were nominated through brokered conventions. It hasn't happened much in the 20th century because our people nowadays are very apathetic towards politics. They're very rubber stamped. A lot of the electorate, they just follow the trends, and they get pretty much told, this is our candidate, this is who we need to pick, go. This is who you got to go with. And we don't realize that we have options and we have choices, and we should look at all of the platform and the ideology of people. But it's true that 17 presidential candidates were nominated over the course of our history. And 4 presidents were elected president from brokered conventions. Now, I will grant that 2 of those presidents, through evaluation from most historians, were not very good presidents. They were pretty bad, very unsuccessful in their political careers. But 2 of them were very successful as far as accomplishments and being evaluated through history. And I'm going to let you look that up so you can do a little research and determine who I'm talking about. 2 of those presidents were nominated on the 23rd and 44th ballot. And that's a pretty extensive brokered convention. And in fact, one of those presidents didn't even know that he had been nominated for president until after the nomination was done. So the idea that, which I was informed through Facebook, that if Ron Paul had a chance to win, he would have won states outright. People haven't heard the message. They haven't researched, because people don't research. I've heard people say they voted for a guy because his hair looked good. I heard somebody say one time that his name just rolled off the tongue. And you're electing our world leader based upon the way their name sounds, instead of the idea that they've lied repeatedly about their position, that they have millions and millions in personal wealth. Are they really going to care about you and about your future? And my point of view is, we are begging, pleading for political people who have integrity and honesty. And here's a man who, over 30 years, that's all he's ever stood for. He's been a hardworking, professional person who understands what it's like to get up, go to work, interact with people, who's full of charity and decency and stands for something, integrity and transparency. And we have an opportunity to put him into office. And when he says that he stands for the legalization of things, it's not that he promotes the use of these things. He promotes the idea that our states should say what's legal and illegal. He promotes the federal government getting out of the business of determining what's legal and illegal. I have a relative that is determining that she is going to move to another state because she feels as though the state that we're in right now is not moving in the direction that she wants to live in. That is the American way. And I actually applaud her. Even though it's going to be a drive to go visit her, I have to say that you live in the area that best suits you. In fact, I live in a township that's free of a lot of restrictions because I lived in a city where I couldn't even change my oil in my own driveway without getting a ticket. And I live in a township now where I have a lot more freedom. So I think we need to understand that we live in a republic, a representative republic, and I think we also have to understand that in presidential politics, there is such a thing as a brokered convention. And our apathetic, ill-informed electorate needs to investigate what Congressman Paul stands for. They need to really listen to every single word that he speaks and read his books and investigate. Because when I first heard Congressman Paul, I did not support him. I did not. I thought, what a whack job, crazy Uncle Ron. And then I took the time to actually listen and to read, and it took about a month, and I started to get on board. And I started to realize what the libertarian movement was, what freedom and what our responsibility to the Constitution was. And there really is only one choice. Really is. So, I hope this message will get to the right people. I hope that we'll wake up before it's too late, because Europe is in a lot worse shape than we are. And it's going to fall first, but it's a domino effect. We have a chance to, in Ronald Reagan's words, be that bright, shining city on a hill. And maybe be the last beacon of freedom, the last great hope. So, that's all I have for now.